Hello everyone, this is Zelda Maniac. Whoa. Hi. um, that's strange. Old habits started to kick in. Hi, I'm your host JD64. Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time here on the Prometheus 20X channel, where apparently I forgot that I haven't gone by my old username in a long time. uh, Please excuse that. Oh gosh. Okay. That's yikes. That's awkward. Anyway, so it is time to beat the Great Deku Tree, to break him free from his curse. But first, we must... Well, we didn't need the Deku sticks. Let's get some Deku Nut. You got a Deku Nut. On the select item subscreen, you can, set it to C and try throwing it. It will flash and stun the enemy. These are the most useful item pretty much with the entire game. They stun just everything. It's crazy how versatile they really are. And I never really got to appreciate them doing my minimalist runs of this game. So it's going to be nice being able to utilize them. Look at this wall. The vines growing on it give it a rough surface. Maybe you can climb it, Link. Oh, maybe I can. Maybe I can. This is, of course, the first dungeon in the game, and serves as a tutorial dungeon as well. Hold on. And because it serves as a tutorial dungeon, Navi decides to pop up every now and then and let you know what's going on. And a lot of people at this point will start criticizing this. However, you have to bear in mind, this was, you know, Zelda's first outing in 3D. And a lot of things had changed between being a 2D game and a 3D game. A lot of mechanics were introduced that wouldn't be obvious to a player. And so you just... I don't know. It's one of those things, you gotta be understanding about what's going on. For the time, like, this made sense. Like, this kind of stuff was new. Like opening a door by pressing A when you stay in front of it. And then mentioning to pay attention to the action icon. Like, that's completely new. Like, that thing right there that I just zoomed in on, it'll change depending on the context. It's a context-sensitive button, which is something that Star Fox Adventures doesn't do. Which, we're not playing Star Fox Adventures, but it's a Zelda-like game, and I played it recently, and I was complaining about how it has just, like, this strange button setup, despite it being based off, or inspired by Ocarina of Time, you know. Ow, 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 forgive me, Master. If I give you a clue, will you let me go? When you jump off a high cliff, if you hold the stick forward, you will roll on the ground when you land and won't get hurt from the fall. I can't guarantee it will work, though, if the cliff is really, really high. Well, try it if you are feeling bold. Okay, bye. Thanks for the heart. But when you start to understand it, like, the way this game and this dungeon in particular were made, you know, just be a little patient with it. Because it's trying to be patient with you. Because this game was meant for people who had just started playing a 3D game. They had a lot to teach. You found the fairy slingshot. Press C to take it out, and hold it. As you hold C, you can aim it with the stick. Release C to unleash a Deku Seed. If you wish to shoot right away, when you first press C, hold down C a little longer to get a seed ready. Alright. Now, you'll notice I bypassed this platform. The intended method you're supposed to take there, or the intended path, is you're supposed to jump at the platform to get to the other side to where I'm at right now. And the thing will fall. And then you come back and you shoot the ladder down. So, pretty much you jump there and you jump across the other side. And then you'd be forced to use a slingshot to hit the ladder. Which we're going to go and do that now. But every single time I play this game now, I always just, you know, bypass getting or touching the platform so I can jump back across it. It's just funny. I don't waste a Deku Seed that way, but oh well. Just stuff like that that's just stuck with me now. Alright. We can now go back and take care of these Skullwaltulas. Just as we should, and it gets them out of our path. And there's one more to take care of. There it is. First try. Totally didn't use my first shot there. Okay. Climb up the ivy. And reach the 3rd floor of the Great Deku Tree. The music here is really calm. It's, I guess you could describe it as being a very patient track. The game teaches you about being patient throughout most of your adventure, which is pretty neat. Alright, we got a doorway here. Alright, so we got a puzzle. First, let's light this torch here. There we go. It opens the door behind us. Perfect. Alright. And let's go ahead and get our treasure over here. And then we'll redo that jumping thing there. You found the compass. Alright. Now we're dungeon mapping our compass. So we're pretty much ready to go. Deku Seeds, they, of course, refill our slingshot. They serve as our ammunition. Alright. Now... there we go. I didn't mean to get hit into this alcove, but that's how it is. You destroyed a gold Skulltula. You got a token proving you destroyed it. That is our first gold Skulltula token out of 100. And recovery heart. Stupid. And we got recovery heart back. Now we're back at full health, and we can leave this room. Now then, it's time to make a drop. Ah, well. Well, that was poor timing. There we go. There we go. And we got some more Deku Nuts. That's, being efficient. Kind of. There's our second gold Skulltula over there. There's actually another one we can reach, which is right there. Let's go ahead and take care of that. There we go. As you can see, there's a token that we actually grab. I managed to grab it before you could see it on that first one. There's our second one. Yay! And you get rewards for the first 10 you get. So, reward for 10, for 20, for 30, for 40, and for 50. And then you get a reward for when you reach 100. But it's not quite as good as when you hit 1 through or 10 through 50. But I mean, what do you get the guy who has everything by that point? So, still though, it's important to get all 100 because that's what we do in a 100% run. very casual run. Okay, so you may have noticed I forgot to light up my Deku stick. So let's do that. Here we go. And voila. The Deku sticks are powerful weapons that serve as puzzle solving mechanic. Please forgive me, Master. I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You will never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. 2, 3, 1. The order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Do you think I'm a traitor? Ever since the first time I saw that, I've had 23 as number 1 stuck in my head. Not entirely sure why, but it's just interesting how that's just stuck with me. Alright, let's go ahead and there we go. Alright, we're pretty much good to go on ammo. And we got this room here. After you get into the water, if you hold down A, you can dive. I bet there are some interesting things underwater. Oh yeah. Yes, there are. There are many interesting things underwater. Alright, go ahead and press the switch. And then, fun fact, if you mash B while in the water, you can swim a little faster. But this only works in Ocarina of Time. It is not present in Majora's Mask. Just a little fun fact there. Not entirely helpful. Come on. There we go. Get that out of the way. Got ourselves a rupee. Stand next to this block and grab hold of it with A. While holding A, you can push or pull it. If you stand next to the block and press A while pressing stick towards the block, you can climb on top of it. Pay attention to what the action icon says. You got it. Of course, at this point, I don't have to pay that much attention to the action icon, as, you know, all of this stuff is second nature. There we go. We're just moving right along through this dungeon. It is fairly short. Like I said, it's roughly 15 minutes or so, especially if you zoom through it. Which we are not zooming through it. We're taking our time with it. Because, well, because it's important to do so right now. Still though, it's not too hard. There we go. Alright, and we got some strange enemies we're gonna drop on top of us. These are Goma hatchlings, or whatever they're called. Yeah, Goma larva. Nope. That's death. Come here. And there should be one more right here. And if you manage to destroy an egg, while it's still, well, an egg, you can destroy it in one shot, instead of letting it hatch and make it have 2 shots. Never been able to do that when it fell from the sky, by the way. That's kind of new for me. There's always something new to do in this, it feels like. Now, we destroyed this web here, but we cannot proceed until we get bombs. But behind there, which we'll need a boomerang for, so we'll need to clear the next 2 dungeons in order to get what's behind there, is a gold skulltula. We're going to have to leave it alone for now. For now, we need to proceed and try and fight the boss. So let's go ahead and get in the little crawl space here. And there's 2 more puzzles to take care of here before we fight the boss. The first one is, how in the world do we get rid of this web? Well, it's really quite simple. Just push this here block. which I'm used to the faster pushing and pulling mechanic in the Redux ROM, but that's not what we're playing. We're playing this on the Nintendo Switch Online service, just because, really. It was a bit more convenient to have hooked up. So, you'll use that blocks of stepping stone, and get your torch here. That was smart. And in the water we go. And there's some recovery hearts down here. Just for us. 2. 3. 1. And we'll just wait on this here spot because it has to return here. It's easier than chasing it down. How'd you know our secret? How irritating. It's so annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret of Queen Goma to you. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike with your sword while she's stunned. Oh, Queenie. Sorry about that. Alright. And it's time to fight the boss. Just like that. And what we're going to do is special. Alright, we should be prepped. But just in case, I'll do that again. A little bit later. And the door locks behind us. Or closes, I should say. It is also locked. And we look above. There she is. Ah. Didn't want to stay stunned for very long there. That's fine. So we'll just stay locked on to her. Also, please don't mind me. It seems my voice is going out a little bit. Oh, wow. I completely missed my window. Well, that's fine. What's a little extra challenge, right? Come here. Ah, she doesn't like saying stunned at all. Let's pay a bit more attention to what she's doing here. And track her eye. There we go. Not the cleanest run I've had of defeating Queen Goma. But it's okay. Because Queen Goma's the... well, I'd call it the second easiest boss in the game. With the easiest boss being the one in the next dungeon. But Queen Goma's pretty simple. And with that, we have our first heart container. Your maximum life energy is increased by 1 heart. Your life energy will be totally filled. Very good. Now then, time to leave this place. Well done, Link. Thou hast barely demonstrated thy courage. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. Now, I have yet more to tell ye, wouldst thou listen? Now, listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. Excuse me. This evil man ceaselessly uses his vile, sorcerous powers in his search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is in that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. Before time began, before spirits and life existed, 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Din, the goddess of power. Nehru, the goddess of wisdom. Furore, the goddess of courage. Din. With her strong flaming arms, she cultivated the land and created the Red Earth. Nehru poured her wisdom onto the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world. Furore, with her rich soul, produced all life forms who would uphold the law. The 3 great goddesses, their labors completed, departed for the heavens, and golden sacred triangles remain at the point where the goddesses left the world. Since then, the sacred triangles have become the basis of our world's providence. And the resting place of the triangles has become the sacred realm. That is my favorite cutscene in the game. Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred Triforce. Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast the death curse upon me and sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. I have been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. Link, go now to Hyrule Castle. There, thou wilt surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take this stone with you, the stone that man wanted so much that he cast the curse on me. You get the Kokiria's Emerald. This is the spiritual stone of the forest, now entrusted to you by the great Deku Tree. The future depends upon thee, Link. Thou art courageous. Navi the Fairy, help Link to carry out my will. I entreat ye, Navi. Goodbye. Let's go to Hyrule Castle, Link. Goodbye, great Deku Tree. Whew. Alright. Well, with that, that's gonna cover it for this episode. Thank you all so very much for watching. Be sure to leave a like if you liked what you saw, and hey, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and click the little bell to get notifications for whenever we upload. Usually every day, but, you know, just in case. And hey, leave a comment, tell us how we're doing, and, you know, what you thought about the episode, and what you thought about how we're doing. So, I know I repeat myself there, but it's okay. Links in the description for everyone's socials and everyone's channels. You can all find us there. And until the next one, I'll catch you later.